Get the pro mute on. He mute the audio and the visual.
He might be doing what my nickname's saying right now. I just have to get back on later. Like, hey,
Ready to go.
Hopefully, we live now. So
we wish yams for everybody. You know.
yeah, everybody should get some yams before the end of this year,
For
2022.
the end of the day, yeah, you know.
Damn, end of the day ends. Well, you
Yeah,
get the
man.
call, you
I'm
get the
wishing yams
call.
for everybody.
But we at Blur Cartel Locker Room Talk. Follow us on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Spy can't hear AK and AK. Don't fuck your coworkers. Protect your peace. You know what I'm saying?
Lies.
All right. I'm just saying. Just don't do it. You don't have to do it. You want to do it, but you don't have to do it.
You're right. You don't have to, but it is very fulfilling, and it makes your job more worthwhile to go to every day.
Nah, it should be getting the money.
Yeah, you get the money, but you also, sometimes that little extra spark you get, like when you go to your job and there's some attractive women there, it gives you a little bit extra pep in your step, to get to show off and do good and they want to go to your job, that little extra incentive. Like when you go to work on the days where they're gonna feed you for like Thanksgiving or something like that, it gives you a little extra pep in your step. Like, all right, bet I ain't gotta worry about lunch today. And just when some attractive, beautiful women there, that can give you like a little bit extra pep in your step. And like when you got, one of your co-workers and you're farming them yams on a regular occasion, according to the seasons, and you're like, sometimes this job is just it's the bean. Like sometimes the job
He's
works,
giving you some
sometimes it's okay.
terrible. He giving y'all some terrible advice.
Sometimes it works. I mean, you're gonna have them days where the job, it gets on your nerves. You feel like quitting, but sometimes on them days, the job is working. Sometimes it works.
The job just blesses you sometimes.
So I'm just saying, some employee yams, they'll help you get through your day as long as it's a good relationship for everybody involved.
Nah.
And they're not crazy.
Nah. I don't think so. But Mari hustling here make it make sense.
You already know. Your boy Young breaking her back, aka Monterey Hudson, is here. Make it make sense on Saturdays, but we're gonna make it make sense here on the Locker Room Talk.
Oh yeah, check out the latest episode talking about young Dion turning his back on the culture down south, and then talking about Kels.
We talking about I admit it. I'm not gonna make that my name. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that.
Was that your name? I admit it.
I can't make my name. I admit it. I can't do that. That's too far. It's too far. Nah, they ain't supporting R. Kelly. I can't do that. Not like that. Not like that.
I've seen people coming to Kel's defense, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna speak on that. All I know, I separate music from artists.
There we go.
I leave it at that.
There we go. Anyway, so
you ain't rocking 12 play?
Who's rocking 12 play in 20? Anyways,
what you mean?
Nobody rocking no 12 play in 2022. We're not doing.
You ain't listening to 12 play.
No, I said
I feel sorry for your playlist, boy. My man said you gotta have lingerie on.
What I'm saying is I've listened to 12 play in the past. What I'm saying is nobody's rocking 12 play in 2022 unless you're just one of them delusional older black people that's just like, yeah, I like Robert Kelly still. But other than that, we're here to talk about toxic relationships. Are they the new norm?
Artist people.
Are they the new norm? Toxic relationships. Is it just like the new normal thing to do? Is it just a young thing to do? When you get older, does it get played out? Is it a good marketing ploy to promote in this social media era that, I got this crazy ex-girlfriend or just crazy girlfriend period, or just like whatever. I seen videos on TikTok, girls blowing up in another guy's car. And then of course you see the one video where, the girl put gasoline or kerosene in the guy's car and her face just blows up. But whatever. Neither here nor there.
What?
The most famous toxic thing right now is Krishan Rock and Blueface. It's just somebody blink twice if you're in danger, Blueface. That's all I'm saying. And he has done that, I think, in a couple of videos. But
Dadgummit. I wasn't supposed to laugh at that. Dadgummit. I hate you.
Pray for Blueface.
Like, man, like we can't be pretending out here like, look, like drama sells. Here's what it is. Drama sells in media. Media uses that to their advantage to show off a bunch of toxic relationships and things. And people just like, oh, this is the norm. This is how stuff is supposed to go. People make relationships toxic, first off. And then, of course, the media is just going to put it out there because that's what gets views. Are they the norm? It's the normal thing you see in media, but I won't say it's
I
the
think
normal thing in relationships.
it's a normal everyday life. You just got
Like I know because I'm not walking around expecting over 50% of relationships that I see people in on a regular basis to be toxic. I don't necessarily think that over 50% of them are just going to be good. But there's a difference between like good, okay, bad, or toxic. A toxic relationship are two people that shouldn't be together in a relationship. When we talking about relationships, we ain't just talking about if you fucking like if you just screwing them or whatever. They ain't worried
yeah.
about that.
No, and I want to hear
You just
she
y'all just breaking each
she
other off or
toxic.
whatever. I'm talking about
She
like
toxic or he's toxic, and it gets good
I'm talking about
sex.
like an actual relationship. Like a toxic relationship is two people that ain't got no business being together. Like y'all presence around each other dang near kills everybody else around you. Like everybody can see y'all ain't got no business together. Most time, the only thing that's keeping y'all together is yams anyway. They just keep it big. So like this that halftime, no reason they stay together. So no, like they shouldn't be together. They shouldn't nowhere near that. But I don't think toxic relationships are the norm. It's just what you see the most in media because media sells. Most relationships are probably just
And then
average.
I like crazy girls and shit like that, or I like this ethnicity because they crazy, but they loyal and
Man,
it's
now
like
look, I used to subscribe to some of that, but we gotta separate.
we gotta grow up. We gotta grow up.
We gotta separate what we talking about when we talking about I like something versus I want to be in a relationship with someone. You talking about I like something, you basically just talking about what you fucking like. Just keep it a beam. Like when I come out, I like something. Yeah, I like what I like seeing, and I like what I'll put in the bed. But what I like long term, entirely different metric. Like I can say I love ratchet black girls. Yeah, no, I love being
Do
entertained
you?
by them, for example, or something like that. But we talking about like long term. Not everybody's just gonna be into being around somebody like quote unquote ratchet long term necessarily. Those same people that might like them is the difference between like wanting to be in like because the mentality and everything will be different. So it's not necessarily the same. So when we say yeah, I like them, it's a preference of what I want. But
You just don't forget subscribe to the great words of the words. Don't forget the line. You say no to ratchet pussy. You say no to ratchet pussy. And then I think he said Gucci Man can't. I think Gucci Man said that. I'm not sure, but
what's up, gent? Like, man,
what's
I
going
ain't
on?
gonna
Oh,
like
shout out to my bad. Shout out to BNT Business Minded Talk. Shout out to overall 99 Media, Yellow Bucket Boys, GGC Mafia.
you
Anybody
already know.
watching from those sectors, we appreciate y'all. But it just the
Like if you
toxic,
believe toxic
the red
relationships are the
flags,
norm,
toxicity is
if
just
you
like
believe they're the norm, then
it
you're
is
gonna end up
normal. It's
becoming part of
normal
that
now.
norm. No, if you believe there's norm, you're gonna end up becoming part of that norm because your mentality is already gonna be like, okay, if this is what I'm gonna expect, then let me just go ahead and prepare for
It's
toxicity.
not it's but it's
No,
not what you expect. It's what you subscribe to. If you
it
subscribe to it,
becomes
sure.
what you expect. If you think they're the norm, if you think a toxic relationship is the normal thing that you're gonna see, that means the majority of relationships that you expect to see, you expect for them to be toxic because that's what already you put in your mind. So that means you're gonna expect, more
I
times than
expect
not,
it until I
of a
see
female you
otherwise.
screw with to be toxic.
I expect it until I see otherwise.
And I don't know. That's the wrong mentality. I'm not gonna expect toxicity from anybody or like a potential relationship. I'm not gonna expect over 50% of women that I encounter to be toxic. I'm just not gonna think that way. Because if I think that way, that's one is what I'm gonna attract. And then two is what I'm gonna come to
That's not what
expect.
you're gonna attract. That's more of
You
it just
attract
like,
what you expect.
yo, you set these parameters for these red flags. You got this, you got that, got this, got
It
that.
ain't
All right, let me.
red flag. Bro, like, no. If I expect to see something, then majority of the time I'm gonna already be subconsciously looking for it because I'm gonna expect it.
No,
It's
you
like
know
if
what they
I
say.
expect
Expect the unexpected. Okay.
no, it's like if I expect Santa Claus, we in Christmas now, Merry Christmas, Merry Happy Holidays, whatever. If I expect Santa Claus to leave a bunch of presents under my tree, I'm gonna be constantly looking at the tree for said Christmas presents because I'm expecting them. If I expect majority of relationships to be toxic, then the majority of women that I'm gonna be encountering, I'm gonna expect them to be toxic because I expect the relationships to be toxic.
That's not true.
How?
What you mean? I'm just saying it's the new norm.
No,
It's
it's
like,
not.
okay, it's a matter of opinion. It's very. I'm sorry. These topics are subjective.
These are our opinions.
Right.
Hollywood Sensei.
He still got the strong mute on, even though he's not muted.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we all gone deaf. But
Well,
what
never mind.
I'm saying
Amazing Spider
is
Cam, give your opinion. Why do you think
the
they are the
norm
norm?
of looking at social media, whether it be a prank, a joke, or whatever the case
But
may
that's
be.
a social media
But
norm, not
I'm listen,
the
listen, listen,
norm.
listen.
How, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you now. What I'm saying is, when you look on social media, whether it be a prank, a joke, or whether it be real life, it seems to be normal for people to just be in toxic relationships. Whether it be they're monetizing it, or it's just like this is the norm I'm in, or you're a product of your environment. If you in some fucking and if you in the hood, you dealing with hood chicks, you like hood boogers, and that's your preference, you gonna get what you're asking for in that. Do I think every relationship is toxic? No. Do I think it's the new norm to see it in those standards and those sectors? Yes. You just see it, and obviously most relations aren't toxic, but seeing it in this day and age, and it's accepted. Okay, yeah, that's a cool thing to do. It is what it is. That's
So
where we're
that
at.
sounds
That's where
like
I
in
think we're at.
media, like the norm to see is
I said
toxic. But
I said in
in
real life too.
reality, is not the
I
norm.
said in
It's
real
just
life too, whether it be at work or just out.
no,
Man, listen,
no.
toxicity is definitely, I mean, it's definitely a new norm now because everybody, not everybody, but a large percentage of people glorify it. I mean, whether it's you got men and women saying, they love, people with toxic tendencies. I mean, they love toxic behaviors. I mean, you see it whether it's in a skit, in a fucking a meme, even in music. I mean, you got some of your favorite artists singing, rapping about, I mean, just toxic behavior, toxicity. Now, is every relationship toxic? No. I mean, because there's a plethora of healthy relationships out there, but all three of us know that nobody gives a fuck about that because nobody cares about positivity in this day and age. You know what I mean? The first thing you're gonna click on is the shit with the negative headline. You know what I mean? The shit with the fuck shit attached to it. You're gonna click on that first because as a society, that's what we're drawn to. We're not drawn to positivity, we're drawn to negativity. So yeah, it's definitely a new norm. Should it be a new norm? No. You know what I mean? It's corny as hell to be toxic. Like it's really nothing, attractive about toxicity. But, that's the era we in right now.
But see, that's the thing that's getting me. Like, if it's purely in media, yeah, I agree. Like, it's the new norm in media because media know the toxicity sells. But if I'm gonna go and say in reality, in real life, if over majority of the relationships I see, I expect them to be toxic. No, I don't expect it. Simply
But
because
you also gotta look at also women being like, oh, I'm gonna treat these niggas how they treat us, and then that's just toxic behavior at that. They don't want to heal themselves and rise above the negativity that has put them in the place that they're in now, beyond the
yes, I
healing that
expect
they
it.
need to
But you
do.
know, the majority of the place where I see
But
that in media.
no, it's real life too.
I don't see I
And
don't
then the
see over
men,
50% of the women I
uh,
encounter
the,
like this. I say it's personal, but I don't see over 50% of the women I encounter in real life on a regular basis being toxic. I'm sorry, I don't see that in media. I see 90% of
well,
women, but
we
that's
could go
because
to the
like you're
men
gonna see
too.
that in algorithms. But
The
in
the
real life, over 50%, like it was the majority, that would mean like I would see over
the
50%.
men
Over
that's
50% of
still
women I
been.
see in real life are not toxic, just off rip. No, I
That's
don't
fair,
expect it.
but the men that and also men that has childhood traumas or teenage trauma from some chick that curved them or some whatever girl cheated on them, and then all right, I'm gonna be a piece of shit and just like they fix themselves and just like okay, I'm just gonna do this toxic behavior and do whatever the case may be. Niggas live lifestyles like that,
Yes,
so
some
it
niggas
doesn't.
do. And then there are some niggas
Okay, you
that
can't
don't.
deny
But
it.
I'm not gonna say I don't see the because that's also me saying, do I think the majority of men are toxic? No, I don't think the majority of women are toxic. I don't think the majority of men are toxic. Now a bunch of them misled in media, sure. And it's a bunch of relationships more than just only being good or only being toxic. No, there's a whole bunch of gray in between it. There's good relationships, there's okay relationships, there's bad ones, and there are freaking toxic ones. There are different levels to relationships. I'm not gonna go on and say that I expect over 50% of relationships, or even over 50% of the people that I meet on a regular basis to be toxic. I'm sorry, I don't see that. In media, sure. I got you. Media, I 100% agree. Over 90% of the shit you'll see in media, no matter if it's on television, no matter if it's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, no matter where you want to go, I got you. It's toxic on there because it sells. But in reality, in just the majority of people that I'm going to meet, I'm going to see, I don't expect the majority of them to be toxic. Like, just no, I don't expect it. I don't see that. Like, do I think some of them are? Yeah, yeah. Some of them are chunk. Do I think the majority of women are just out here trying to be gold diggers and just take dudes for all they got and not trying to be loyal women? No, I don't think the majority of women out here doing that. Though it's the majority I might see in media half the time. I don't expect most women to be necessarily like that. There are some women, yes. Do I expect most niggas to be just downright dirty cheaters
But
and
when,
just
when we
sparking up
say
pregnancies all over the place? No, there are
when we
some.
say
Yes.
the norm, when we say the norm, it's not a majority versus a minority thing. It's just what's accepted right now.
The norm is what is normally accepted and normally seen. It's the norm, so it's gonna be the majority of what you
no,
see.
it's not necessarily. It's just not what you're the new norm being not what you're batting an eye to, like being gasp or oh shocker, oh my god. You just like all right, just walking away. Just
But
like when you
norm
see,
is gonna be synonymous with the majority because it's what you see on a
it's
regular
not,
basis.
it's not subjected with the majority versus the minority. It's just like oh, it's not shocking anymore. Okay.
Okay,
Just
like so I'm trying to think of examples of something that's normal, but that's not most of the time the majority of the same said thing. And it's hard for me to give anything of that
okay.
nature.
So point it out like this. Let's look at Bobby or Whitney. If you want to say they're toxic back in the day, okay, and they just was like there, that was a bit like whatever. I'm not gonna put the both, I'm not
I
gonna
mean, they
put
had a
he
toxic
did this.
relationship. We saw it.
I'm not gonna say he did this and he did that, or she
Yeah,
put him on
we
this.
saw they had a toxic relationship.
That's what I'm saying. Now you look at his, if you look at Blueface and Chris Sean, it's just like, all right, whatever. They young doing whatever the fuck they want, and that's toxic. Also, blink twice if you're in trouble. Blueface, blink twice. That's all I'm saying. It's just like there's
I
nothing.
got you. And you know what that is? We see that in media.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just putting
the
an
Media
example.
pushing that to where you see it more relevant. And I agreed. In media,
I
toxic
can
is
only use
normal.
the media as an example of what I'm saying.
But see, that's the thing about it. The media is fabricated because the media is going to show you what sells. It's not going to show you reality. Just like just another regular thing.
The
Like the
reality is
media is
Bobby and Whitney
also,
were hot. That's the
no.
reality.
Let me
That
give you
shit
another
wasn't
one.
fabricated.
Like media shows you not media. The news shows you most of the time way more negative things like shootings, murders, all that kind of stuff. But is the majority of people out here murderers, counterfeiters, robbers, thieves, anything of that nature? Of course not.
Scamming
But the
ain't
media
dead.
is going to show you that because what's going to glue your eyes to that screen. So I'm not a fool. I know that toxic sells, but I also know that toxicity is not in the majority of people in the world. I know that. Just like I'm not going to think that the word is just immediately dangerous because I turn on the 10 o'clock news every night and I see somebody get ran over and hit by a drunk driver. I'm not going to think that everybody's out here drinking their lives away. Like, no, I'm not gonna think that because I know
I'm
that's
glad
not
we have
true.
I'm glad we have a third party Hollywood. Maybe you could be the
That's
the
what I'm saying. I know
media.
media, but I also know reality is not what media always shows you.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have a different viewpoint of what I'm saying, which is fine because this is what it's about, and it's fine. Not saying you're wrong.
Nah.
The stats.
What's your stance on this?
I mean, like I said before, it's definitely the new norm, whether it's in media or real life. You know what I mean? It's because it's more accepted now. It's more popularized. It's glorified. It's normalized. You know what I mean? We like back in the day. I mean, but then again, back in the day, there was unhealthy relationships too. But we didn't have the media that we have now back then for it to be put on Front Street. Like, I mean, everything that happens with a couple like Krishan and Blueface, you're gonna see on the Shade Room, on fucking Instagram, Twitter immediately.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But there's toxic relationships in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know. I'm pretty sure we know a few people that are in toxic relationships right now.
Are
You gotta
women toxic if they're attracted to toxic traits? Yes.
I
Yes,
mean,
this is
you
yeah.
are what you attract. You know what I mean? If you like toxic motherfuckers, you toxic. You know what I
It's,
mean? It can't just be like I like toxic people, but I'm not toxic. No, you know what I mean? You like what you
you are what you eat, and
attract.
You
you know
are, yes, yes.
the
What you
coin
give
to
it to the universe is going to give to you. So if you giving the
No,
universe
that's what I said. Media has a
is
penchant for
this
that's what
how
it's
pushing
gonna
is
things
do.
this
to
how
sell, but that doesn't
toxicity
mean it's
pushed
going to be the
through
standard.
immature dating preferences? Uh, yes.
Yeah, they got a penchant for pushing it because it's going to sell. It's like media
Hey,
in
if
media
you got
world, yeah, in
if you're
real life.
pigeon toed with the toxicity, that's what you're gonna have.
Right.
Media has a.
And that's
Well,
what
we already know that.
me and Mind Rating already said. I mean, the media is going to sell toxicity before they sell positivity.
Yeah,
Like,
the tabloids are gonna be like, hey, son had a threesome with his boss behind his wife's back, and then also Bigfoot sighting in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, something got
not the
something got to
big.
sell the tabloids. Shout
No,
out to Bigfoot.
I get it. Just
And,
I'm
and,
of the
and
I'm not
let's
of that
get out
mindset.
this notion that only women are toxic too, because niggas be. You know what I mean? Like, we not gonna sit up here and say only women is toxic, because niggas be drawn to. You know what I mean?
Oh
You
no,
got some toxic ass. You know what I mean? You got your homosexuals out here. You know what I mean? You got your gaslighters, all that shit. Like, niggas be toxic too. Like, let's
Shout
not.
out. I haven't seen a good gaslighter in 2022.
man,
That might
let's
be
stop
dying
this
out.
cap right here, man. Don't let Hollywood fool you. We coining the phrase "black men ain't toxic." We coining it here first on the locker
You
room.
can
Hey, I ain't
trademark
say
it
Right
if
here.
you
I
want.
ain't say
Black
I
men
said
ain't
men.
toxic. We coining it right here. It's starting here. Black men ain't toxic in my 2023. That's what we going for right now. No, even though in real life,
Derek
yeah,
Jackson
niggas can
just
be
set us back 500 points.
toxic.
I
Yeah, I
don't
mean, of
know.
course, in real life, yeah, we know black men can be toxic. All people can be toxic. Yeah, we know there are some toxic niggas out here just being completely just wrong and evil and doing all kinds of stuff. There are women that we
So
also
hold on, real quick, Monray. Let me ask you this. So
yo.
we're all men of culture that watch anime and stuff like that. So are you attracted to a toxic anime character, and why? Why is it the toxicity, or is just like, you know?
Of course I am. Now let's go ahead and keep it a bean. Like, no, let me keep it a bean. You generally need to separate
No,
what you are
we're gonna
attracted
pin
to.
this
No, no,
comment, and
no.
this is what's wrong with it.
No.
Non-toxic is
Let me
boring.
give you the
Toxic is
understanding
exciting.
of
No,
why
it's
that
not.
is.
You're 21, maybe.
No,
You're
let me
grown.
give you an understanding of why. Because you can be attracted to something, but if you have the knowledge and understanding to know this isn't going to be good long term, fine. You have a good and right mindset to understand it. But if you have this mindset, I can be in a relationship with a toxic person, then you already out of the ballpark because you already lost. Like, because we understand you attracted to whatever you want to be attracted to. You can screw whatever you want to screw. But if you want to be in a relationship, which is the subject we're talking about, a toxic relationship, oh no, that ain't good. Now you want to screw whatever. I understand because like no one said non-toxic is seen as boring,
We're not.
and
We're
then
not
toxic
screwing
is seen
cutie.
as
We're not.
exciting.
So that's
Our
crazy.
premise.
A healthy relationship is boring.
That's what it's
He's
seen as,
wilding.
and see that's the thing about
It's
that's what
mad.
media makes it look like. It makes it look like toxic
Our
relationships are
preference
just
is not for
exciting
cutie
and
women.
everything,
I'm
and a
just saying. Just
regular
throwing that out there.
relationship is boring. But to see that's the norm that people want to say it is. I understand media puts that out there. In media, that's the norm. In real life, no. But I understand it, and that's what it's seen in media. Media makes it look like the ballers, the people that got like multiple baby mamas, the people that's out there got all the money and spending and doing wazoo, going on trips. Makes it seem like those are the exciting ones, and the honest regular brothers that work 9 to 5 jobs, 5 days a week, and come home and play video games or something, or come home and watch football. Just for an example, those are ones that are seen as boring in media. That's why I'm saying
Listen,
I understand it, and I'm
listen.
also media
Shout out
will
to
portray something that's not true and make
listen.
it
Shout
look
out to
like
the
truth
chicks that
because it
just
sells.
homebodies. They want to go to the library and go to like little brunch joints. They want to just lay up in the bed, watch Netflix.
Like we've seen. I'm
Nothing
pretty sure
wrong
we've
with
all
that.
seen some videos where
The
somebody
media will have you believe that you would be more adored as a man if you was out here cheating. You know what I mean? Had your girl wondering when you gonna come home at night and all this other shit. But
acts.
I'm here to tell you, my boys, you know, that ain't that's not the way you want to go. You're
like
gonna be very stressed the fuck out. You live like that, like, I
like we,
mean,
yeah, we've all seen some videos. You scroll on Instagram or TikTok or something, and you see a video where they ask, Hey, which brother is doing? Which brother would you want to date? Would you want to date the drug dealer that's making like 5 to 10 grand a week on that fast life, or do you want to date the brother that's making 40K a year? We done seen them videos, and it's like, oh, I want to date the drug dealer. That sounds more exciting than everything. And that video got 100,000 likes, 500,000 views, 10,000 comments, stuff like that. That's what media puts out there because they're gonna sell, even though it ain't the right answer, but it make it look exciting and make it sound good and all that kind of stuff. We understand it, but I understand more of reality. No, majority of relationships ain't toxic, but just that mindset that's put out there, it's gonna make it look more normalized in media, and it's gonna make relationships look a lot worse. It's gonna make it look at Christian Rock and Blueface. We're gonna look at that relationship. Eventually, if they keep showing it to us like that, we're gonna start looking at it. Maybe it's something more to that. Maybe that's what real love looks like. That you can survive almost any negative thing. You can survive, your boyfriend getting punched by your dad. You can survive, your girlfriend putting hands on you and getting recorded halfway through. You can
survive anything nowadays.
Yeah, you can. That's real love. That's what's gonna be. That's what the norm gonna be pushed out as. We can survive anything through love.
I'd rather be single. You know what I mean?
Like I said, this is the norm. They won't put it. No, it's not. That's what the norm of media shows. It ain't what the norm reality is.
The media have you believe that toxic it's basically fuck your mental health. Yeah. Fuck your mental health. Be stressed the fuck out every goddamn day because you don't know what the hell this toxic motherfucker gonna do to you when you walk in the house. Sheesh.
Survive losing your mental health. That's what the fuck. Yes, healthy relationships are boring. All right, we okay. All right, well, so to continue on, I'm not gonna butcher what he's saying. As part of the 40+ club, boring instability, planning exciting events and trip occurring is in healthy, boring relationships. I mean,
yeah,
it is what you make it.
I would say to that, like, it's not this like any long-term relationship can run the fear or the possibility of getting quote unquote boring because you're stable and you're used to them. And so you come to not really expect anything different from that. So sometimes that stability can be looked at as boring, but not everybody necessarily wants quote unquote excitement, because a lot of times to get that excitement, it requires you breaking up what works for you or what requires you breaking up happiness. And then that just generally comes down to what you view as happiness. For some people, like a stable relationship where you planning out exciting events and trips is seen as exciting. And just like raising a family and stuff like that, that's seen as exciting for some people, and that makes them happy. Versus some people, they can't necessarily find happiness in those kind of things. So it just depends. I won't say all healthy relationships just end up being boring. It depends.
If you think a woman being toxic, you out with the boy, she's blowing your phone up and cursing you out, you got it on speaker while your homie's just laughing at you getting cursed out, and then you gotta come home with that, and there's maybe some financial damage to your PS5 and your clothes getting bleached, and you think that's exciting? No, I can't subscribe to that.
I agree.
It just depends, because like you create a healthy environment and you find actual happiness. And because think about it, before you get in these kind of relationships in the long term, you need to be able to identify what is happiness, like what you find happiness in.
See,
like
this guy said it right.
All that kind of stuff. Because long term is going to bring stability, and that's going to bring like stagnation. That's what it's like. It could tend to get stagnant at times. That's fine. But people sometimes confuse just being stagnant and being in the same place with being boring, and it's like that's not necessarily the same. But once people get stagnant, a lot of times they don't know what to do. It's like, okay, now I'm just getting bored. It means I need to go do something new. I need to. But brothers sometimes, but okay, I've been with this wife for 12 years. We got 2 kids, and maybe I need to go and holler at. Maybe I need to go holler at Shawty who got a baby daddy, but she know how to work that thing, man. She about 5 years younger.
Just do the norm. Just do the norm. Put them chaps on and get a motorcycle.
That you've been looking at your manager, get some excitement on them break times like you used to do before you got married, stuff like that. Like in stagnant, a lot of times, like it forces you to look at memories, and you gotta like try to reevaluate your life and all that kind of stuff. And I won't say, and like that's where I think that comes from a lot of times. So you need to be able to work out your happiness and really expect what long term is going to look like before you commit. Because the other time, if you get in a healthy, boring, if you consider your relationship boring, you done already hit a bad spot. Because a lot of times you need to be able to try to stop that stagnant stuff before it seeps in your mind permanently. Once you get the idea that your wife is boring, without like no real reason. Like, okay, she done stopped working in bed, or she done stopped trying to take care of herself, some stuff like that. But if everything going straight, boy,
Out
I
of the
mean,
boring routine, good for raising
shout out to brother
children.
Rob. Hey, routine
your
born. Hey,
relationship is what
stability
you make.
raises kids, because all of a sudden you want to try to make your marriage exciting because you tired of it being boring, and now you done picked up this side piece, and now all of a sudden you paying child support and going every other weekend and getting your two kids.
Shout out to Ric Flair alimony.
I mean, that's definitely not exciting. Your relationship is what you make it. You know what I mean? So if your relationship is boring, it's because you and your partner aren't doing anything to add excitement to your relationship. You know what I mean? Y'all just two boring motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And
Boring.
if you okay with that, that's fine. But you know what I mean? Your relationship is what you make it. You can create your own excitement with your partner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be toxic to have excitement. You don't have to find a side chick, find a side nigga. You know what I mean? You don't have to do any of that to create excitement within your relationship. Like, you know what I mean? You could it's what you make it. I mean,
What you make it
it's
go.
the dynamic between you and your significant others. That's really all this other shit. No.
There are multiple options. Go out, have fun, go on dates, plan a trip, eat ass. I don't know. Do what you got to do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do to get back in check.
Be creative. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit up.
You have heard it here, everybody. To spark up your relationship, bend your girl over fresh out the shower and
Yeah.
devour her
Like,
backside. Go
just
spread them cheeks and go to town like it's peanut butter and jelly. That you have heard it from the amazing Spider Cam himself, boy. If you gotta take out the jam and eat her jam, do what you got to do to excite
What
your
you got to
relationship.
do.
You
I
have
support,
heard it from the amazing Spider Cam.
You know what I mean? I support it.
Boy, but
Listen. I gave the kids. I gave the kids some melatonin. The dishes are clean. The laundry's folded. Go eat some ass afterwards, and then there you go. You might get some spark.
Only I would say, to keep your relationship long term good and everything, make sure that you find something way more than just her beauty, because beauty fades. But if you find them other qualities, that's what's gonna sustain your relationship past them first 2 years. I promise you, beauty get old, and you'll always find another quote unquote beautiful woman, because you're gonna always be attracted to women. You find them other intangibles, and you make sure that she got an ass that's good enough to eat, quote unquote, from the amazing Spider Cam.
Yeah. BMT, before you hop off on this topic, is toxic relationships the new norm?
Yeah. It is. Probably, I know. But a lot of people do trauma bonding. So
That's true.
it's pretty much sadly it's a norm. If people don't try to look for nobody who's straight and put together, they try to dudes trying to be Mr. Fix It or have a Messiah complex, and girls they want all to do all around army Swiss pocket knife dude or subservient cuck. So it's a lot of there's a lot of fragrant issues. There was a woman on social media talking about how she wanted a seasonal boyfriend to bring around her family. And I'm like, why would you even want to bring niggas around? Now, then after that, her ugly ass friend, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry. Y'all probably know who the bitch is. Try to talk shit. And I was like, hold up, y'all not even bad bitches, but y'all want to use men, but then y'all get mad when men use y'all for y'all pussy and throw y'all in the gutter. Like, this is the problem. Like, it's abuse on abuse type of shit, man. Like, who can get who first? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Most people have never seen a healthy relationship.
That's true.
No, and that's correct. Shout out to brothers.
That's true.
That's an OG in like a relationship. Like he has a long, healthy relationship. Like, some dudes they trying to save their mom, while some girls are trying to date a dude to encompass that of what should be a dad or that nigga who did them wrong in their life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to look for trauma pussy. That when I was young, It's real. Like niggas, we look.
This nigga entering the safari zone for trauma pussy.
He ain't lying though. Like I can vouch for him. He right there. When you like, a lot of times there are women that are susceptible because of their past and their thing, and there are dudes that take advantage of it, and they go through trauma. It's like, oh, you got hurt by this dude. Oh, I never.
What I gotta lie to y'all about? What we men.
Like, what I got lie to y'all? He cheated on you, man. Tell me how he cheated on you. I'm sorry. I never do that to you. I ain't got nothing on him. Matter of fact, that's how quote unquote best friends get into these relationships a lot of times. Them male best friends, baby, he did what? Oh, don't man. He checked through your phone, man. I told you he wasn't shit, man. I'm like, man, please, I done been around the road, man. Don't be empty.
No male best friends for 2023. That's the first.
Don't be empty.
Commandment.
Fuck the male best friends. We ain't doing that.
I done seen them cracks. I done dug into them myself in the past.
Right.
Man,
I would tell you, but that shit real, man. Like, listen, I listen. Like, niggas be talking about all that mouthpiece shit. All I had to do was find the trauma girl. Like, and it'd be like church, housing, people who down on their luck trying to pay their bills, or they got 2 kids, or the nigga done got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be trying to make, like, listen, the buff dark skin, his cult of trauma bond cult, they follow him because they look for him because he said what they want to hear. Just like with some dudes, they follow a chick because she might say, "Oh, you're somebody, you're a king, you're sweet, you this and that." Like, no, like they don't want to actually see you healthy and like in a functional type of shit. Like, they're waiting for their turn. You know what I'm saying? I was that nigga at work. I was waiting for listen, anytime that girl, man, did her wrong, I was right there. And I was like, yep, I got you, baby. You want to come on my house and smoke? You know what I'm saying? You want to chill with me? You want to come? Fuck that nigga. Promise you. Like, I've been there, bro. Like, that shit real. Like, so it's now normal. Like, we think them girls are older now. They got kids. And their kids, all they did was watch their mom and daddy do trauma bonding and fucking. Now you got nothing but toxic shit. That's why all these dating shit on fucking line now. Everybody fucked up, man. Taking pieces of their broken puzzle and trying to make shit work. So toxic shit, no. I fuck plenty of toxic pussy. Plenty. That's why I know what I know now.
I have to agree with. I gotta agree with bro Rob. Like, he brought up one of the wonderful good points of why toxicity is so like viral. Like, it's because most people have never seen a healthy relationship. I mean, like a real healthy relationship, because you're gonna see so much in media. Everybody, let's go 5 years ago. Everybody thought that Will and Jada was the model relationship to try to model yourself after for a while. Everybody just thought they were just a wonderful thing, because a lot of people or when Obama was in office, everybody was modeling their marriage off of try to model their marriage off of Obama and Michelle. God bless them. They're wonderful people. And I'm glad they still together and everything. But I'm just saying, like, because they don't have a close actual relationship to see. Like, a lot of times we have like struggles with our parents, or we use from like separated households. So we don't see what mom and daddy and how they love each other on a regular daily basis is supposed to look like. A lot of us couldn't necessarily go to our aunts and uncles because half time they got all kinds of family drama they try to work through themselves. Our friends are just as messed up as we are. We trauma bonding with friends who's like, oh dang, yeah, man, my dad was on this kind of stuff, man. Oh yeah, man, my mom. We bonding with our friends through our mutual, deficits in our personal lives and our mutual skeletons in our closet a lot of times. And get to your friends, you try to look out in your workplace. Your workplace is just full of people that ain't doing nothing but cheating on each other on a regular basis. So you look at them on a regular basis too. So you really ain't got. You go to school, and school ain't nothing but you shooting shots at females and hoping brother ain't shooting shot at same female and all this kind of stuff. Like, it ain't really a lot of stable places that you see healthy relationships in nowadays, and just in your own home or in your circle. Like, a lot of people, I challenge a lot of people, if you're reading or listening to this or anything of that nature, search your circle, your circle of friends, family. Count on your hand how many actual healthy long-term relationships you actually got. And why I mean healthy, like they ain't breaking up and getting back together. Not none of this. We on a break and all that kind of stuff. Not like Auntie done brought Robert, to this family reunion, and she ain't saying nothing to Uncle Lutton. Like, we ain't talking about none of that. Like, actual healthy long-term relationships. How many people you can go to and be like, hey, how did y'all get through this rough patch? How did y'all do this? How y'all been together for 15, 20 years? How y'all been? How y'all get through the first 3 years of marriage? Like, search your circle. Tell me how many people, because I guarantee you, for the 90% of people nowadays time, it ain't more than on one hand.
It gotta be a little age gap with that too. I'm just saying.
I have the oldest. I am the longest going relationship in my whole family. I am. That says a lot. Like, I'm the longest going. Yeah, like there's nothing any motherfucker in from all the way, and like we go back to like the 60s. None of them niggas can tell me shit, but they all had 3 to 4 or 5 marriages, so ain't nobody can tell me jack shit. Hell, what I thought was my goddamn auntie, nigga wasn't even married to the doggone broad. She just was shacking up because they did drugs together. I thought she was my auntie, but she gave us popsicles and freeze pops and let us watch goddamn HBO at night.
Shacking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe look at. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, look at every. But you know what? To be crazy about it, if you look at majority of the biggest black couples, that were in media for entertainment, Bobby and Whitney, goddamn Mary J. Blige, and whoever the fuck that nigga was. Goddamn, every goddamn relationship, everybody was fucked up. I can't think of not one goddamn one that was actually good.
Matter of fact, to interject in most people, as much as we are in media and everything nowadays, most people probably couldn't even name you 5 good, healthy relationships in media. Period.
Damn. I don't know how niggas like Kevin Gates. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Cam.
Like, most people probably can't name 5 good, healthy relationships in media.
Kevin Gates. He's not healthy.
I don't know. Okay, with Kevin Gates, it just seems like he goes through these transitions of just like doing whatever he wants, and it's just like nobody bats an eye.
Right.
Because of that toxicity in media, baby. But I was like, all I said, you probably can't name one like good, healthy ones in there. I was like, Bionic, he's right. Like, they not in the open. But I'm like, you try to think because what's pushed out in media, you can't really think of 5 good. You could probably combine your circle and your media knowledge and might not be able to come up with 5 for a good bunch of people. You might try to combine them, might not be able to come up with 5.
I mean, the main, I feel like one of the things you should do to maintain the ultimate happiness in your relationship, to piggyback off of that comment, is to keep that shit in house. You know what I mean? You shouldn't, the media shouldn't have wind of what you're doing. Your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram timeline shouldn't have wind of any arguments or disagreements that y'all have. Like, you shouldn't be airing, like, my whole timeline shouldn't know that I'm mad at my girl or we going through some shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You could tell us something, Holly. You could tell us something. You can let us know something.
I feel like that's not only is that disrespectful to my relationship, it's disrespectful to my partner. Like, you know what I mean? For me to be blasting our personal business to motherfuckers that, you know what I mean, y'all don't have no credence in our relationship. So why am I, you know what I mean, privying you to information that you shouldn't be privy to? You know what I mean?
I have to apologize because what I'm about to say is going to be bad. But if you are out there and you take couples pictures and you put them on the internet, I'm automatically, now because I've been, rigged by media, I'm automatically think that your relationship is not as good as it looks on paper. I'm just going to automatically think that.
Damn,
if you put out couples pictures,
nobody want to see that shit, Cam. Nobody want to see
I'm automatically think your relationship is not good. I'm just keeping it a bean with you because a lot of times what I've seen in me, and I said nothing against anybody that does it. I promise it's nothing but like laughs and good fun. But just because of what media and everything is engendered into my head, if you put out couples pictures, just random couples pictures, like, or especially like couples pictures, well, I ain't gonna say it, but regular couples pictures, any kind of couples pictures, period. Just me and my boo, I love them. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, something don't seem
right. Official. If I take you to Walmart, that's how you know we official. Right. If I take you to Walmart, that's how you know we official.
Not apparently Hollywood and Monterey got a rivalry going on. So
what you mean? This is my brother.
Shout out to Yellow Bucket boys. I want the
He
Yellow
my
Bucket
brother.
boys.
What you mean? See, overall, you can't be coming to here talking to smack. Bro.
But I get it. You know,
rivalry.
I get it.
Where the rivalry
come from? But what happened if your girl? What happened if your girl? What happened if your girl is pressuring you? Like, I noticed you didn't put up a picture of us, but you still got that other bitch in your friends list that's still your friend. Like, what the fuck?
Red flag.
Yeah, that's a
red flag.
I mean, if you on some why ain't you posting me type shit, we ain't gonna last. You know what I mean?
No, like, you can't do that to her. Come on.
We not gonna last. And anybody that's on my timeline, you done already seen me post my girl numerous times. I don't have that issue.
Red flag alert.
But if that's a question that's raised, like, why don't you never post me and all this? Like, come on. Why do I have to post you? What validation are you seeking from my friends list? Like, I mean,
you mean from her friends list?
Yeah, from my friends list and your friends list. What type of validation are you seeking here? Like, I mean, like, is me not treating you right and loving you enough? Like, I gotta post you on my social media. Like, is that going to prove that I love you?
Yeah. Yes,
that's going to prove to everybody else that I love you.
No, in the same couple of pictures, they go on the little serial killer Johns or why I killed my husband type Johns. It's like, yeah, he was a loving father. She was a church going mom. But what they really didn't know was, and then the picture goes black and white, and then because the weird neon shit and the eyes are black and shit. You know, they use those couple pictures when they do the like, why did I kill him and all that other shit. So don't post it. Don't leave them something to use and he get yoked up. You know what I mean?
Red flag. If she watches too many Tyler Perry movies, it's a red flag automatically. Go ahead and start doing that.
That's a Tyler Perry.
That's why I say
why did I get married?
I'm cautious about social media, especially when you're living your relationship through the social media lens, because let's say y'all have a issue or like a day y'all not talking. You know, like motherfuckers put stupid shit like complicated. Like, nigga, why y'all putting that shit on Facebook and stuff? Like, that's just all a trap or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be doing that stuff. Like, I never understood. I hate that shit. Like, or, you know, you got to put on everything. Like, y'all putting y'all meals on there and shit. You got to show her feet and stuff, or she got to show like this my boo and this him eating and shit. Like Derrick Jackson, corny ass little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he done expose his own damn stuff. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, you got to wear bras.
I hope he's doing okay.
The pandering
bras.
The pandering print.
Listen, bro. Like, like I said, like, dude,
I've been that nigga before that filter, so you know what I mean. We just gonna clear that up right there.
No, but I'm saying, like, dudes be killing themselves when they be posting their shit publicly, but then listen, girls are like the greatest detectives on social media now, nigga. Like, they'll friend your bitch and friend and do some kind of like monogamy shit and start death noting all kind of movements, your routes and shit. Hey, I got your notification. You at Club Conca, but then I see you over here. Like, listen, bro.
Not like Yagami.
They be doing all your moves and shit. You gotta do L stuff to stay ahead of your girl.
If you gotta play 3D chess with your girl, in 4D chess or whatever the fuck,
you need to leave. You need to get out as soon as possible.
No, you just gotta be better than her. You gotta be better than her.
I think that'd be a fire anime. Just like they just one up in one another. I would check the glove box because that's where they keep the condoms. What she doesn't know is I gotta see you.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't watch that shit.
Where I keep the condoms at, so she'll never know. But what he doesn't know is I picked up the wrapper from last Tuesday's trash. What she doesn't know is recycling.
That would be the most toxic anime show ever, bro. Like,
wow, that would be wild.
You texting your girl, but she got another phone.
Not the long man.
What he doesn't know is I'm gonna make him take a STD test. What she doesn't know is I put penicillin in my strawberry milkshake. Not the Lawrence Taylor.
Nigga doing
TBT Mafia Comics. Let's go.
Oh,
shout out to that tapping, no capping. You know what I mean,
yo, man, that shit was awesome, bro. I would watch that show. They had like, I love shows when niggas be trying to play move on move. Like, but sadly, that's how it be with like that Krishan, that damn Blueface. That was all damn with Shido though, and I know that bitch trying. I'm gonna get this other bitch to get her jealous. Like, why? That's just too much fucking work, bro. Like,
I've been there. Money, you got time.
Yeah, but see, that just means your life sucked. If your life is consumed, I gotta throw that Chris Brown and Future. When you got money, but you still worry about that other person's happiness, are you truly happy? Like, are you truly happy? Because you worry. Well, hey, Karuchi, I just want to tell you and your family, y'all have a blessed holiday, and I'm liking all your pictures. I'm like, Chris Brown, what are you doing?
Wasn't he taking shots at Victor Cruz? Like, what the Victor Cruz?
Like, that's how sad. That's how toxic Chris Brown is, bro. Like, he want to fight you and then have sex and then throw a trash can at you and then get on and then go dance. Like,
all Victor Cruz ever did was win a ring and do the salsa in the end zone. If Victor Cruz ain't about it.
That's what happened when you can't let a bitch go.
Shout out to Russ, Broncos country. Let's ride.
Nah, he got his.
Damn.
When you can't let that shorty go. You know what I mean?
I say Russ got his. What Russ do?
He got his girl.
Does that mean that Sierra beat Future because Future is still trying to get Sierra back? Does that mean
Future's trying to get a lot of stuff? I ain't gonna just say it's Sierra. He trying to get a lot of stuff. Right now, he trying to get a lot.
But I thought, but they said Russell lost, but it seemed like she hitting up. He doing music videos of both of them. Ain't that some toxic shit?
I mean, as long as Sierra doesn't come out with some kind of song referencing Future, look,
he has said that he could still fuck Sierra. So I mean, I'm just saying, he said it out.
Yeah.
He said he could still fuck on her. You know what I mean? So,
but it has to show like it got to be evidence. Got to be evidence of that.
Oh, it'll be evidence. It'll be evidence. That sex tape will get leaked.
Damn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you had it, I would have played that card. Don't say, well, if I want to hit her, I can hit her. But I'm like, but nigga, then why are you doing music videos with her in it? Like, can't you upgrade her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
losing his only ring. Find out next episode, culture wise.
Did Chris Paul sleep with Kim Kardashian?
Bro, it's because it came from Kanye that nobody even cares whether it's true or not. That's
upon further review.
Because it came from
Kanye can nullify anything, bro.
Right now, it's Kanye versus Meek Mill debacle. So
because it came from Kanye, nobody even cares whether he did.
I don't think Meek Mill should battle anybody anymore. He should just never battle ever again. After that back to back, he can't recover back from that shit.
Damn, we going back to back.
He can't. Ain't nothing y'all can do to bring that boy back, man. You know him.
He redeemed himself when Going Bad came out. He hurt.
Shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj and Safari.
That whole thing's toxic.
I hope y'all all have a relationship again.
Not Meek Mill running down on Safari.
That whole thing toxic. What you mean?
That video is still hilarious.
It's so bad. She was brushing your hair backwards, Meek. You shouldn't even done that. She's fucking up your waves.
Waves up. Crazy.
I'm gonna say your wave went forward, but you going backwards. Like I
would have ended it.
I can't even do that. Like nah.
The relationship would have been over right there. I don't even got waves. I got curls, but still, you fucking my shit up.
Go backwards, bro. I can't do it. Like it makes you want to rub your head right.
He's brushing his hair backwards. That is.
He trying to get the reverse waves, bro. He trying to do
that's blasphemous.
Reverse waves.
Now, question.
Fucked his whole shit up.
Are dudes addicted to toxic pussy?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
niggas
obviously.
Niggas tell you all the time they love toxic bitches. You know what I mean? I'm in fact one of them. You know what I mean? I had a supreme love for some toxic games. You know what I mean? Now that I'm older, I'm older and I'm dignified now. So I mean, I like healthiness. But back in my, when I was in my 20s, oh yeah, that toxic puss was A1. I mean, it was top tier.
Now this nigga woke now.
It takes a strong man to be able to lay down the crazy female pussy. It takes a strong brother to be able to lay that down. And sometimes we never get that strong. Sometimes we just never do. Because like something about like I use ratchet chicks as an example earlier, so I'm gonna use them the same way. Nothing against ratchet out there. But it's something about you see that ratchet girl with the fat ass and she give you that look, and it's just like,
listen, as a nigga that
grew up, I shouldn't.
I love me some hood Jones.
It's like I know and she she gonna tell the world, she gonna act crazy. And she's like, well, bro, do you see that ad? Like, bro, she got it's like it take a strong man to put that down. And I'm aware that majority of men, myself,
you gotta put down what's not good for you.
Yeah, I understand that, and myself included. I know sometimes it's hard for us to put that down, and sometimes we fail to put it down. But I understand you got to be able to do it because you need to be able to find stability in your life and in your bedroom. You can find you a nice, dignified woman that is freaky as a mofo in the sheets. You can find her. You ain't always got to go to the outwardly freaky one. You ain't always got to go for the girl that is running them streets.
Is it toxic? This one girl came up to me and put her tongue in my mouth and took my gum out and walked away.
Yes.
I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was. She just told me that she's still a virgin because she only does anal.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
That's one way to do it.
See, she told me that she's still a virgin, but she only do anal.
Yeah, we used to believe that when we were younger. We used to believe that when you were younger.
Porn star, these porn star morals.
We used to believe it.
You know what I'm saying? You judging her.
I'm not judging her. That's what some porn stars do. They just do anal and they want to give the special guy the yams.
We used to believe.
Shout out to that light skinned girl, Aurora. You know who you are, baby. You kept your virginity. Shout out to you, baby.
Well, Aurora, boy, that's a porn star name right there, boy. What you mean?
Thanks.
All right, so real quick. So we all know that Jim Jones, Chrissy John made Chrissy wait like 20 years to try and get married. She was like a fiance for like, I don't know, like 10 years. Something crazy like that. She proposed to him. And then, now she's like a 51-year-old, just like don't know nothing, can't do nothing. So how long would you make a woman wait as they're proposing to her to finally just like, all right, how long you gonna keep a woman your fiance until you get your life together?
Look, I'm gonna say when it comes to like it depends to each their own. I'm gonna say that when it comes to all the kinds of stuff. But for me, you should not be engaged, in my opinion, no longer than 3 years. Because if you feel as though you want to propose to her, then you should have steps in your mind in place of start this marriage process. If you are engaged longer than 3 years, something has went wrong. So that's my opinion. You should, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, you got time. You even got time in them 3 years. Like if you really want to get married, you don't need no extravagant wedding. You can go straight down to the courthouse, bring in a couple of family members, and be done with it. So there's not really a lot of excuse for not getting married if both of you are ready, mentally, financially, physically, all that kind of stuff. So if it's past that, something went wrong. So I ain't for making you wait, especially if I'm doing the proposing. Don't even make sense to me. Like, I ain't just gonna make you wait. If I done proposed and I ain't popped the button on our marriage date or nothing, you got the right to be like, hey, yo, fam, what going on? Like 20 years?
Is it 3 years just for planning everything, planning the wedding, planning on moving, planning?
That's the max time. Like I said, because if you really want to be married to somebody, you don't need to really have an extravagant wedding. You can go to a courthouse and be done with it in a day. Like that's extravagant weddings for just like, if you want to have that setting. If you really want to be married to somebody, you can get married tomorrow. So like, I'm not
pay the $100 at the courthouse or whatever it costs.
Please go straight to Vegas. Like you can elope. Eloping is a thing. like tell that to all these 18-year-olds and everybody 18 to 21, like I found my boo and they go elope. Man, please, if you want to be married to somebody, it don't take long. So all this, we got to plan the wedding and all this kind of stuff and the honeymoon. You could do that after you married, technically. Nobody gonna know no difference. So that's my
God did.
That's my spit. Yeah, and guys, like, whether you do it now or 3 years from now or 21 means the same to me. So that's my spit. There you go.
All right, Monterey, what's the max? What's the max for the wait?
3 years.
I mean, I'm sorry, BMP.
It takes, so the max is 3 years. It only takes technically 2. I mean, I know. I'm gonna speak from that of my experience. It takes, most guys know within that of by the first year, they already have an inkling like this is definitely something I'm interested in. By the second year, like they're already planning the wedding. Like,
shout out to creative solutions.
You know what I'm saying? So usually 1 to 2 years, the guy already knows like this is official. I mean, you got another guy over there, he'll probably tell you the same thing. Like, the guy will tell you, like, hey, like this shit, like let's get this shit going. You know what I'm saying? And then
get this shit popping.
Yeah, like he'll let you know. Now, if it's a courthouse shit, that does happen, but I look at how much effort somebody's gonna actually put into making that day possible. That shit was bad all around. But then again, there's a lot of bitches these days that accept that deal. And like they play wifey, but they ain't never going to be the wifey. Like Jim Jones' mom is his wife. That Chris, that other girl, whoever that girl with that mole on her face, that was just his goddamn sock puppet to sleep with. Jim Jones' wife is his mom. So you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones is a mama's boy. So anytime you hear a nigga so close to his mama like that, ladies run.
I mean, like he did say his mom taught him how to kiss. Well, French kiss or whatever the case.
Right. Her dumb ass stayed. Like, if you all like, but see, that's the thing about it was she was hanging on to him because she couldn't see.
Not held him down.
She held him down. No. See, that's the thing about it. See, that's
two different things. That's all I got to say.
If she held him down, then why couldn't she let him go?
Because I mean, she's just as dumb as that nigga.
Right, like she's not smart. She ain't that smart. Like, trust me, she does a lot of stupid shit. Like, I watching her. Like I said, I don't feel bad for her because she accepted the terms of the agreement. She accepted the terms of the agreement. She was playing wifey, but ain't get the wifey role. She ain't get the taxes or nothing. All she did was get to say, "Well, I'm Jim Jones' girl." That's all you were. His fuck boy. That's it. His mama is his girl.
20 years.
20 years. Is that 20 years, nigga? 20 years, bro.
I can't believe 20 years.
I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for Nia Long.
Madness.
I don't feel bad for Jim. Listen, Jim Jones did the best finesse. He got a girl doing wifey shit for 20 years. Then the girl get on her fucking knees begging you to marry you.
That's when you know
TV.
That's when you
desperate.
That's when you know the shit is fucked up. When you a fiance for that long, and then the woman has to propose. I look at it like this. I feel like the longest you should be somebody's fiance is 2.5, 3 years at the most.
That's why I said max 3 years.
If you get into that 10, 20 year range, you need to look at yourself and be like, why the fuck am I still here? Like, you know what I mean? Because obviously this motherfucker don't want to marry me. You know what I mean? So he never wanted to marry the joint. If he wanted to marry her, they would have been married by now. You know what I mean?
Way before 10 years, bro. That 5-year mark, like, if they'd have proposed to you, like I said, and you didn't hit that 3-year mark, y'all, unless something is actually wrong, like one of y'all done hit on like hard times and stuff like that, fine. After this 5-year mark, that when you really need to be looking like, okay, like, what are we doing at this point? Like, what's the plan? What's the goal? 5 years, like
20,
especially if they done proposed already. Like 3 years max for me, but like 5 years, I'm just like, at that 5-year mark, hey, look, like, all right, so what's the goal? What's the plan? What are we doing? What's our long-term goals? Like, just start making a plan.
Long-term goals.
I mean, I'm just saying, like you could.
I thought you
like
talking
young
about this.
people,
20
like
years. You ain't
I'm
got
saying,
no more
like
long-term
take it
goals.
for example. I mean, there are exceptions. Like take it like something like y'all like when y'all freshmen in college or something like that. Okay, I don't expect y'all after 4 years or whatever to actually, be the made a basis with some family or some shit. Like no, I don't expect that. There are examples, but I'm just like, bro, 20 ain't no fair way, man. 20, man,
that boy,
20,
nigga. That's about the age of Dragon Ball Z. Fuck, we doing, nigga.
Don't tell me they've been together throughout ZGT, most of
You laid out the whole Dragon Ball Z. God damn, boy.
Even Goku got married at that.
Goku got married before you goddamn crazy bitch. Like,
yeah, so I done seen the end of Dragon Ball Z and saw it come back around. Like, wait a minute.
God damn.
It gets worse. They've been together and not married since Dragon Ball Z into GT into Kai into fucking. Yeah, I mean.
Now they got this.
Whatever the fuck. All the movies.
Whatever the fuck Dragon Ball Z is on now.
Man, they both need to just go their separate ways, man. Y'all obviously not gonna get married. Your relationship isn't as solid as y'all portray it to be. Just go on, move around, man.
I mean, Jim Jones didn't care apparently. He was getting what he wanted.
Jim Jones was fucking other bitches.
Yeah.
He got what he wanted.
Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly.
Understand your worth.
He be getting caught.
Love yourself enough to walk away from that shit? Like, this is crazy. I would never allow anyone to treat me like that. Like, the gaslight me into thinking, yeah, one day we gonna get married. Like, no. Like
Chrissy was a prop.
But to be fair, like that goes into something that a lot of people have an issue with is cutting their losses. Like, a lot of people are of this mindset of we've been together for X amount of years. I done put in this much time. I don't want it to go to waste. A lot of people are under that mindset. They don't want to let go of what they supposedly invested or put into it. And so they put in more, hoping that they will get that payoff that they wanted instead of just cutting your losses and leaving. And there are so many people that are stuck in that mindset. They don't want to let go. They don't want to cut it off and, take that temporary pain that might come with cutting something off for the betterment of the body. They don't want to do this. So they leave that thing lingering. And this is just an extreme example, possibly. Like I said, I may not know the full things of it, but possibly this is one of those examples. I've been together for 5 years, nigga. So I'm gonna hang around for another few, just hoping that he comes around. Or I done been with her for 6 years, man. We done been together for all our college years, most of my 20s. I done been with this girl, so I don't want to let that go and hope she changed around. Like a lot of people are that mindset, man. They can't cut it off, or they can't admit, like honestly, they can't admit that it was a failure. Failures happen, so a lot of people just want that time to be a payoff. They don't want that time that they can't get back to have been quote unquote a waste, instead of just taking the lessons that you learned and applying it to your future. A lot of people get trapped in that, man. They've been in these situationships, these shacking relationships and stuff like that for 3, 4, 5, 6, 10.
They didn't even have kids. Years. They didn't even have
once the kids get involved, but it's hard to break off in. Once you got the kid in there, shoot.
So why the fuck she stay if she ain't? Why would you even stay? Listen, nigga, like, you know what? See, that's
it's not for you to understand. It's not for any of us to understand.
You're right. It's not for us. This is that old nigga got game stupid shit. This is where when game go wrong. Like again, I don't feel bad for her. Listen, if you listen, some people gotta just realize this is how far you're gonna get. Yamcha did. He said, I'm not gonna get any stronger. This is as far as I'm gonna get. And so that's all. You gotta be okay with that. Be okay with that. If hey, I'm just good enough that you know what, we good at fucking and gonna get some Chinese food and playing Mortal Kombat. That's as far as it's gonna go.
Not yet. Except that Chinese food while you do me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm good at rolling your weed and you know what I'm saying, and bring you dime bags and you giving me some slop. Like I'm fine with that. I know we ain't gonna get nowhere. You asking me too much when you asking me for a car payment or help me pay your phone bill. Like that's too much. You asking for, that's that nigga in jail that you wait for 10 years. I'm not that nigga. Like y'all see, I'm fine with understanding that I'm a stepping stone. I can't heal you, baby. I can only fuck you. I can't heal you. I can't. I'm not Jesus. You got the wrong one. Side nigga team over here. Side nigga team. Right here.
That's the one.
Right here. Y'all, when they make that anime that Cam was talking about with 4D relationship, nigga, that's gonna be me. Side nigga. Like what you didn't know, side nigga came through, but he got out right when you turned your back and watched your clothes. I knew who he was. But he's on my phone too.
I can't heal you.
That's why a lot of these girls going gay. You got a lot of these girls going gay now. You know what I'm saying?
Just to get done the same way by yourself.
They got a whole nother female.
Just to get done by the same way by yourself. People are people. That's what I like. People are people. Just trying to avoid gender.
That's the end result. People are people. But speaking of people,
he can't fuck you. I mean,
Lori Harvey, making niggas sign NDAs. What y'all think as a closing topic?
What is so secretive about a relationship with you that it would cost me $1 million to spill the beans of? That's the only thing I got to worry.
You probably be doing some fuck shit.
Like, what is so secretive that it literally would cost me $1 million to spill the beans of? Like, what is so secretive about? Like, what secret is worth $1 million for me to keep?
So to get in a relationship with Lori Harvey, you got to sign that
non-disclosure agreement when dating her. And if you break that agreement, it can cost you up to $1 million.
$1 million.
Like, what? Behind the scenes stuff when we dated, is worth $1 million.
I would never date that bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who she is. She ain't even that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I'm too ratified. Listen, she ain't even that. Like, damn host. Like, I don't know. She's like an evil villain. But I mean, some nigga gonna sign that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are thirsty. Niggas will sign anything. Now, it couldn't have been her. She's too stupid to think that far ahead.
That's why you're rich and get a publicist.
Right. Her mama had to do it. Either her mama did that, but I know Steve don't give a fuck. Steve don't give a shit. That was something her mama did. Just in case she get into a rage. Right. Just in case she gets into a situation like a Ray J scenario where, like Michael B, Michael B might have a few pornos of her. You know what I'm saying? Michael, you might have some pornos.
Not Creed.
Yeah, Creed probably will probably beat her guts up. Bitch.
Listen, that nigga Killmonger got a few videos on the USB.
I know he got a few on that damn phone, bro. If just Creed, just take your phone and throw it in.
Not Killmonger got some Jones on the USB.
All you need to do is just take your phone and just throw it in the streets of Philly. Let the Philly nigga get it. It'll get around. They'll find a way to get it out.
Philly nigga get that joint. That shit'll be digital copied on 15 the next day.
Shout out to Reddit.
Nigga would be
I'm just gonna say if
2 for 5.
You playing that shit.
A lot of women. Since a lot of women are validating and saying that she doing her thing, they approve of the NDAs. If a brother approaches you with a prenup, don't look at him sideways.
Right.
Don't look at him sideways for that. If you approve of Laura Harvey for this, don't look at him sideways if he coming to you with that prenup. That's all I'm saying. Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying it's even.
How much is she worth? How much is she worth?
If she don't sign a prenup, she don't love you.
Her net worth? Let me see.
It can't be that much. She didn't get no money from She didn't get that much. She didn't get no money from goddamn Michael. Michael was smart. He didn't get none of her. She didn't get none of her fucking money.
Let's see. 2022 says her net worth as of this month is approximately $1 million.
You know what's so crazy about that? That means Steve Harvey ain't giving her no fucking money. All she doing is
said that before. He's not giving none of his children money. They need to make their own. Now he didn't give them opportunities, most likely. Yeah, sure, but I think he said in the past he's not giving them money. I believe. So I might be wrong.
Listen, he just playing like he give a fuck about her and her mama, but he don't. He just trying to have some pussy by him, but he old. Well, aside from that, his kids are getting that fucking money. His kids are gonna get that money. Now, Lori, you gonna have to find. Listen, you getting older, baby. You gonna have to find some nigga. Maybe Diddy. Maybe you might want to get back with Diddy. Diddy getting these young bitches pregnant. Or stay with
Diddy just canceled Young Miami show after 9 episodes.
Diddy also just came
out. Diddy, why you so petty, nigga? What the fuck, nigga?
Diddy also got another chick pregnant that was.
He also just had a child out of Mysterious, and they just announced who her mother is. So, he just popped out with a child.
Hence the Young Miami versus DJ Academics Twitter feud right now.
Lori in her prime, she just 25.
Y'all black men, y'all gonna be broke.
Young Miami going at it.
Not AK.
Y'all niggas gonna be broke, bro. What the fuck, boy?
So we won't get the Black Oprah? That's crazy. Nah,
I can't believe. Yep, Black Oprah.
So hold on.
I can't believe it.
They went through all this trouble to give her a tie for a fucking podcast award on Revolt. Then Diddy just like, nope, let's just call it.
I mean, we know what that was. We in the women empowerment movement. You know what I mean? Which
and then strip it away. So shout out to Carisha Please. She's in that Bad Boys graveyard with Shine and Black Rob and Loon and anybody else. Day 26, Danny B.
Graveyard getting that big.
The graveyard. I would hope he does it. I would hope
dug out that grave.
I would hope he does
it. Out that grave,
boy.
Who else is in that Bad Boys graveyard?
You got B5 in the graveyard.
B5. Aubrey O'Day, she's in the graveyard.
Wendy Williams was done that.
Who was that? Who the other two chicks? The two chicks that whatever they Dawn and whoever. There's a bunch of people in that Bad Boy graveyard.
What was it? The one with Whoopi Goldberg and everybody on them the crew? No.
Listen, man. Diddy is the Kratos. Diddy is the Kratos to goddamn people's careers when they sign on. Diddy is the Kratos to killing people's careers, bro. Like, if you have a career, stay away from Diddy, bro. That nigga is Ragnarok, bro. That nigga is Kratos, bro. Like that.
Shout out to Joe Budden getting that Revolt check and then leaving.
Hey, Joe Budden saw the sign, bro. He was like, "Yo, bro, my mouth, I can't control my mouth. I need to get the fuck out. I gotta get this
Revolt check and be out."
Charlamagne understood what time it was. Charlamagne got the fuck out. Like, listen, bro, y'all gotta understand, bro. Diddy.
Shout out to Dylon.
Diddy done told y'all when he was making the band how he get down, man. His moves are like crazy. You don't know what he might. If Diddy would have tried to say, "I'm going to sign Locker Room," I said, "I don't know if I can go with y'all, boy."
We taking that chicken in the
Nah, bro. Diddy gonna be having niggas do crazy shit, bro. Diddy gonna have.
Listen, I'm not walking to get no cheesecake. I'll tell you that.
Hey, we got to find the finest breast milks.
He gonna be like, "Hey, y'all niggas get the fuck up and go get my cheesecake."
Now who's going to that celebrity party and somebody gonna be like, "All right, y'all. Time to take off y'all clothes and take that party." Like, whoa.
You can exclude me from that one. I'm all right.
You signed a contract.
You got to indoctrinate. You got to get in that Illuminati somehow.
Hey, which one of y'all ready to get this contract? Who wants the contract?
Y'all know
you gotta earn
every nigga that done signed or been around Diddy said that nigga is weird. Kevin,
it's time for y'all to get this contract. Who wants it?
I'm saying y'all will be on Revolt. Y'all will get the views, but shit, I don't know what bed you're gonna be sleeping in.
I'm branching off and making my own show.
I'm all right.
I'm branching off.
Take that.
I'm not with the bow lady.
Take.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And
I'm trying to spread love. I'm trying to spread peace.
Who's worse assigned to?
Try to get some milk spread, man. We can't trust.
Who's worse assigned to?
We need a poll. Who's worse assigned to?
Listen, that can be a topic for
goddamn Birdman. Which one is worse assigned to? Birdman. I don't know.
Shout out to NLE Chopper. He took that.
I'm not trying to get kissed by neither one of them niggas. I'm good. Like,
you gonna just everyone have to just get out the mud, Holly.
I'd rather sign with Phil Knight before I do some shit like that.
Oh
What about
shit,
Nick
boy.
Cannon? Get signed by Nick Cannon. That'll work.
Nick Cannon ain't fucking nobody.
You gonna just have us doing stupid shit.
Nick Cannon
you gonna be all wild out, just getting bust on all day. I guess. Well, pause. We'll roast him.
Anybody can crack on Nick Cannon. Anybody can crack on Nick Cannon, boy. He's easy.
Oh, you got a bunch of kids. You got a turban on. Yada yada.
Yeah, he don't care at this point.
Shout out to we can have that for what it sound like. Who's the worst person to sign to musically?
Ooh, shit, boy.
It's Diddy by a long shot.
You got
I
some
don't
choices.
know.
It's Diddy by a long shot.
You got some choices.
Listen, let Joe Budden, let Game tell it. Fucking Interscope, Dr. Dre. You let them tell you. A lot of people got
Aftermath.
Shout out Aftermath. Shout out.
Oh man, he going after Aftermath.
You know, the main spot I can't hear. AK and AK. This is locker room talk. Shout out to BMT Business Mind Talk, GC Mafia, overall 99 Media, Board Cartel, all that good shit. You know, we're here just chopping it up. Appreciate it. Yo, go subscribe on YouTube. That's all you gotta do. We finally hit a little quick 200. We want 200 more. Actually, I'll take 50 more by the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, follow us on Facebook, IG, Twitter, follow TikTok, Twitch. The link tree is fixed, so the link tree was all fucked up. I had to fix that shit, but we all good now. Let's go follow us everywhere. But BNT, what you got cooking?
Tomorrow, Culture Watch. Oh yes, a lot of stuff has happened. We have to talk on. We got a lot of stuff's happening in the culture. The culture is going to be shaking up tomorrow. The females, they're ready. Shout out to the females we have that are now part of Culture Watch. Shout out to Creative Solutions. Shout out to Sheena. Hell, we got a whole fucking therapist now, and also a goddamn nutritionist. So we damn sure doing the damn thing. And shout out to overall 99 Media and make it make sense. Definitely the collabs have gotten stronger. Damn, I think they're doing 100 views now on average. That's so we doing the damn thing. I'm very blessed. Let's just keep on building, brothers. Let's just keep on building. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So Culture Watch tomorrow. Hollywood, Culture Watch.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean? We in the building tomorrow. You know what I mean? Culture Watch is back. You know what I mean? Shout out to Creative Solutions, Therapist Sheena. You know what I mean? You know. But yeah, it's your boy Hollywood Sensei of the Blurred Cartel, CEO status, aka Mr. Put That Shit On. I mean, you already know Blurred Cartel. It's just Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. You listen to me. You already heard BMT. Culture Watch tomorrow. You know what I mean? We got a round table this Wednesday. I mean, I don't know what topic we're doing yet, but you know what I mean? Probably got to respect the poll, put up some options. And then what it sound like this Thursday, we are reviewing. We got the Metro Boomin album, Babyface Ray and SZA. You know, we're going to be reviewing those. Oh, and also King's Disease by Nas. So, you know what I mean? Definitely tune in for that. And yeah, you know.
Y'all just not doing King Disease?
Yeah. You know, we had
damn, boy, y'all slipped.
Make sure you follow your boy Hollywood_Sensei 215 on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And, you know, hit that Facebook page, you know, Christopher Coley on the joint. You know, your boy's a digital creator. I need them followers. I need them real views so I can get this money.
Yeah, I did that shit today.
Oh, I did it too. I did it last week.
So I can pour this money into the Blurred Cartel. So fuck with your boy.
All reels all day.
I mean, I done already made like 10 cents off the reel. So we trying to get that maximum bonus of that 500. So I mean,
I still gotta get to the 1,000 followers. So come follow your boy.
I ain't got shit. I got
to sign that contract with Diddy, man. You get that check.
The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D, the Diddy.
Oh man, just gotta sign that Diddy contract, bro.
It's your boy, Monray Hudson. We here on the Blurred Cartel. Shout out to Overall 99 Media, Coach Brother Good Dudes. I'm everywhere on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all under Monray Hudson. Just click on one of them. Click on the link trees. Follow me everywhere. Come help your boy with some support. I'll support all of you. You know where to find me. Otherwise, we're going to make them make sense on Saturday. And of course, the only thing I can say is it's been a long time coming, but we are grateful to finally have that Meg and Tory trial start up. It's been a long time. It has been a while, but we are finally here. It is finally beginning, and I'm sure it'll be talked about all over the week. Can't wait for it. Otherwise, we here. I'm done. I'm out. These other 3 people have all hidden their faces. They're probably going and diving into some yams right now. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the same. Appreciate everybody. I guess we out. I don't know.